Cowboys Nation and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you at the season wrap-up. A lot of y'all will probably think, I might as well cuss them out and talk shit about the Cowboys for getting blown out by Washington. But if you follow me and watch my videos, I said the rest of them weeks ago. So I'm not going to bash them for having the starters go out there and lay a duck. What's the point? Because I didn't want them out there getting hurt anyway. But they played, they lost. It is what it is. Fans of the team, why are we the most fickle fans in the world? We can't just be happy for anything. I'm online, I see people say fire Mike McCarthy, and I'm like, why? Why would you fire Mike McCarthy? Back-to-back 12-win seasons? You want to fire the head coach? Not talking about penalties as much as we used to? You'll want to get mad about that because that was a high topic over last season. And the playoff game last year was penalties, and you don't even bring that up like that anymore. The guy's been pretty good. I mean, there's times where the team doesn't get up and get, start from beginning to end on these games scoring-wise. But still, the guy has proven that he can do better than most. And everybody wants to crucify him and get rid of him. Okay. I put it out there. If you want to get rid of Mike McCarthy, who are you going to get? Everybody jumps on Sean Payton. Really? One, Saints want a hell of a lot of compensatory to get Sean Payton. Jerry and Steven aren't giving up draft picks and all this other shit just to get one guy. Nah. They're not going to let him have control of the team like he wants. So, no. And it, doesn't make sense because if Sean Payton blows it, where are y'all at for that one? Don't know that number. People be pissed off if he doesn't do anything. So stop always thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Be happy for what you have. It just doesn't make sense to me. Y'all can't be happy with 12 wins. Fans. But anyway, we're playoff bound. We have been for weeks. It looks like we have some reinforcements coming, and Tyler Biadasz, hopefully he's over his high ankle sprain. I know it's not the easiest to get back from, even with 3 weeks off or so. Van Der Esch, he's had a stinger. He's working his way back, hopefully. And Jonathan Hankins had was it torn or bruised, but a pec issue. And they're hoping to have him back. So that's 3 major pieces right there. So 2 help the running game, and 1 will help establish and keep the offensive line going compared to what it was. And that's something I'm shocked at, because the Philly game, we had no offensive line issues like talking about. But then Washington comes in, the offensive line looks like they just got on the field yesterday. So I don't know what happened. I guess we just regress to the mean every time we play a bad team. We just lower our standards. But defense, I know we're without 2 of our top starting corners, but come on. Come on. I don't know who else is in that cornerback room, but you go out there, you tried out Kelvin Joseph, it didn't work. Blew up in your face. You put Nahshon right out there. He got burned a couple times, but he got a pick. He redeemed himself. He played well. DaRon Bland, for some reason, they never want him out of the slot. And he got injured during the game. Hopefully he'll be fine, and he's set to go for the playoffs, they said. Then you got this guy, Trayvon Mullins. I saw we picked him up, but that blew up in our face spectacularly, too. Now, not saying they don't go at Trayvon Diggs all game, but they don't go at Trayvon Diggs all game. So, at least one of your sides of the field is locked down. Hopefully, with 7 dudes, you can find one that can hold down the other side without getting penalties or getting burned on simple go routes. I'm hoping they figure it out. They could put Xavier Rhodes, who was newly signed last week, out there, activate him if he knows the playbook and can get the stuff down quicker than most. But we'll have to see if they activate him or not. I don't think they'd sign him just for, one game, not have him active, and then, that's the season. So we'll see. Offense. What's there to say? Everybody's going to talk about Pollard's better than Zeke, and one guy should start over the other, but it doesn't matter who starts. They're pretty much saying to play in the same position. It just depends on what package comes in. Dak did not play his best, and I'll admit it, when he plays like ass, he played like ass. I can't explain it. He just can't go a game without throwing an interception anymore. Play calling. I don't know. Kellen Moore is just not it. I don't know how many times people try to defend him, but that near interception on the simple hook route from Michael Gallup almost got picked off, and you literally ran the same exact play with Noah Brown, and it got pick six. Like, obviously, you don't know what you're doing if you see an almost interception and you go and play the exact same play with different personnel. Like, it doesn't make sense. But he's playing from that Jason Garrett school of thinking where we're just going to be playing hooks all day, 9 routes all day. We're not going to try anything new. We're not going to do anything out of the box. We're not going to try and move CD in motion, pre-snap, or nothing. They just seemed set in their ways, and they came out with a vanilla game plan. They put the starters out there, but the game plan looked like they were playing preseason like they didn't give a shit. So I'm not in there. I don't know if that was an actual plan to just give vanilla offense and see if natural talent wins out, because obviously it didn't. Which is funny because crucial third downs, you're going to Noah Brown, trying to make him a world beater, and he got no separation whatsoever in this game. None of the receivers had separation. And that's been a constant thing for years in Dallas, that there's been no separation, no kind of change up in scheme to get guys open or anything. Amari Cooper famously called out the play calling in a game, won the game, and then got benched for a game because he called out the lame offense. So it is what it is. Don't expect any change. The Cowboys are consistently inconsistent. That's what you take into the playoffs. And for what it's worth, they can come out, beat gangbusters, and beat Tom Brady finally. Just because that's been our way this season, is to lose a game and then come out on a hot streak. I don't know. It could happen. It couldn't happen. We could be one and done like we usually are. Or we can go to the Super Bowl. So we'll just have to wait and see like the rest of the world. The only thing I don't like is playing on a Monday where whoever our opponent's going to be is going to be already sitting at home healthy and waiting for the winner. That, and then we got to play on a short week after that. So that's going to hurt us. But we'll see. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I didn't want to go into no crazy rants. I feel sorry for the Cowboy fans who went out there to the game hoping that it was going to be a blowout, and it ended up just being an embarrassment for us. But shout out to them for going out there and trying to have a good time. Mark Holmes, his tailgate looked crazy. They enjoyed themselves. I know my Cowboys Facebook group, some members went out to the game. I'm hoping they had fun. But, we'll see what Dallas does in the playoffs. Hopefully they can change that narrative for at least one game. But we'll have to see. It's Tom Brady. It's the Bucs. We haven't had great success ever against Tom Brady. We haven't had great success recently against the Bucs with Tom Brady leading them. But one thing's for sure, Dak did call it. he said one day we'll see Tom Brady and the Bucs again in the playoffs. And here we are. It's a little late, but it's happening. But that's all I want to talk about right now. If anything else crazy major happens, we'll talk about it. Until then, y'all take care. Stay safe. This is VA Dallas Cowboy fan.